You right. Nah, but like the people that left, like they started doing their own podcast, but they always do it live, and like there's always people commenting and shit, and I think that's how they get that shit.
It's just some streamer shit.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Pretty much.
That's tight.
Yeah, so I'm down to stream. I don't see why not.
Sick. I respect it. No, I fuck with streaming.
You be going live and playing games, no?
Yeah, I used to. I fell off a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I've just been giving my time to more production and shit.
All the time.
But yeah, we used to fucking game. I used to game like dude every week and shit. And then with the underground squad, we used to have our little weekly shit.
Yeah.
Through time, yeah, it shit just falls off. That's all good.
What about live streaming and doing production? Did you do that, or did you
try to I did. Yeah, I would try to balance. Like, I would try to do streaming, or I would try to do production streams. I would try to do gaming streams. It was mostly gaming streams, and then production streams like whenever, like every other 2 weeks and shit. But I'll be that, and I would like to do like DJ streams.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was my shit. Especially like during the COVID days, we're just always streaming. So always had it.
Yeah, everyone was trying to get that streaming portfolio up during the COVID.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I think that.
Me too.
I mean, that was the wave. Yeah.
No, well, you know what's crazy during COVID? I think if you were a SoundCloud Pro member, I think they authenticated you like hella quick to become a Twitch. I forgot what it's called, Twitch verified or
what
some
the
shit.
Fuck?
Yeah, so if you're like if you're a SoundCloud, it was like a SoundCloud Twitch partnership type thing. So if you already had like 100 Twitch followers, you could already like go to that next round of verification to become a partner.
Damn,
so yeah, it was like so many perks happening during COVID. I don't know, it was crazy. We're getting spoiled with a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's when I started streaming too during COVID, just live streams and then gaming wise. So I was just like, fuck it. The good days when I had an open schedule. I didn't work. Shout out unemployment.
What do you game on?
I'm PC now. I used to game on Xbox.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm on right now.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
There isn't, homie.
I know. I sound like some straight attack.
We're gonna take that. No, look, bro, because I'm gonna talk to the internet right now, bro. It don't matter.
Don't do it.
If I got an Xbox One, it don't matter if I still got the first Xbox One.
It don't matter.
It matters.
Like I'm nah, bro. If you have a PC, bro, like it's mass. Like you're like just fucking like top tier, bro. Like it's like the performance, capabilities with a PC that you could like build into. It's just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
But not to say though, I think the new gen consoles like are really powerful too. Like,
no, definitely. I think those are stronger than most PCs because like you would have to just stay up to date with that shit. But the consoles, yeah.
No. I think if you have a PS5, they're looking down at us right now. If you have
a PS5, they're looking down at us.
Yeah, they're like,
"What are you on?"
I don't. No,
oh, you don't play games.
I don't play games whatsoever, bro.
Production gang.
That's all. Yeah, and
you know that's a good thing though.
I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like fuck. I just want to play video games. I actually have an Xbox One, but I don't fucking use it.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with that shit, so that shit's been part of my whole life.
I had the first I had the Xbox 360. No. Just regular Xbox, I think.
The Xbox, the fucking that flat box and shit.
Yeah, I had that.
I just got a hold of mine.
Really?
Yeah, I just got a hold of mine, bro.
I remember just playing like Nickelodeon games and shit on it for some reason.
You ever play the SpongeBob ones?
SpongeBob, and I think at the time there was like a Danny Phantom or something. I
think I remember seeing that, but I've never played that.
That was it.
Were you guys? Were y'all any like loyal? Have you be crazy like over like a brand? Like were you guys strictly like Sony or Nintendo or Xbox during like those days?
Honestly, no.
I was strictly Nintendo fanboy, bro. Yeah, like I was.
Like you at that age, you're just like
during my team, bro. Like nah, bro. Like, I'm getting the Wii. I ain't getting no 360 or PS2, bro. Yeah. Like I'm getting the innovative console.
I don't know. My parents were just hella broke, so they got me that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but then I realized, I see why my parents trying to get me this one compared to the 360 and the.
Hey, you still had some of the same games.
Hey, I had the innovative, revolutionary console at the time, bro.
Bro, I had Call of Duty with the guns, bro. Fuck you mean? I couldn't play online with y'all and shit, but I had the game.
Bro, I just didn't know they had secret levels in Cookie Mama. Like, I don't even know how I know that, bro.
Nah,
No, but there was like around the time when I was like competing in Guitar Hero, bro. So like,
you competed?
Bro.
I would compete in like tournaments for Guitar Hero.
No way.
So at the time, I learned that the Wii console like was best for like competing because like the calibration input was just kind of like
on point.
It wasn't really on point.
Yeah.
But if you knew how to fucking like rip on the Wii, then you could rip on a 360 PS3 system. So that was like my thinking at the time, but I didn't mind either because like I was such of a Nintendo fanboy and like it was like the revolutionary fucking console at the time. And it was cool to see the Wiimote like in the actual guitar. I don't know if you guys ever seen that shit. Like, dude. Like the actual guitar would have like an actual port for the Wiimote.
Oh shit.
Because the other guitars, it would just be just like thorough, like straightforward. But the Wii version, like you had to like plug it into the cable inside, stick into the guitar, and like it actually showed the actual Wii and the guitar.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to play Through the Fire and the Flames on Expert with his elbow, dog.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Bro.
I could probably still do it. Like,
you're a legend.
He is a legend. Remember the name in the streets, bro.
You know, I got real excited about DJ Hero. I got real excited about DJ Hero. But I never got to... No, I never got to play it, bro. But I remember when they were talking about, oh, dude, they're going to come out with DJ Hero and that's going to change the game. And I don't even think I was like that much of like of a passionate DJ at the time. I was like, oh, okay, this is like cool, like for me to learn alongside virtual DJ. But I think I remember going into like a Best Buy and I was like, dude, virtual DJ is way much more funner than this shit. Like, fuck this fucking.
Wait, you played it?
I had it.
You didn't like it?
I had it.
I had to.
So trash.
I mean, it was fun to play with. Like at the time, I was like,
fuck
it.
His first tour on that shit.
Damn, bro, you went around, put console in.
That's how I pretended to DJ for a long time. I just put it with my DJ Hero equipment, bro.
Like, hey, but I'm not gonna lie. I think like that music game Guitar Hero like led me to become more of like that like creative that I am, because it led me to think about like mashups. What you say? Mashups?
It's a lot of mashups. That's all that
with
game was.
DJ Hero.
Yeah. Mashups. That's literally all.
But even just before that, like Guitar Hero, because even when I started playing Guitar Hero, and I was like, damn, like. I actually want to be like in a band. I'm like, I want to see if I can find my role and I can actually like partaking in actual music.
Yeah, it was a cool feeling. You put yourself in that like when you're performing and shit. So like,
it gave me a nice little like preview of like what it can be. Adrenaline.
Okay, that's what you got.
And so I was like, damn. But then you know it's funny. I tried learning. My grandpa was a sick guitarist, bro. So I tried learning guitar lessons from him, and bro, I was just like, I just stick to the Guitar Hero. Like I just stick to the.
That's funny.
I just stick to the console, bro. So I was like, I'm not gonna do the actual Guitar Hero because.
I honestly tried learning too, and I didn't follow through.
I don't like real life Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I didn't follow through with mine. I went from guitar to drums, and then from drums, I was just like, fuck it. Just self-taught myself that shit.
Oh, and then Rock Band, that shit changed the game with not just adding bass. Or drums, but vocals, dude. I remember that shit was a life changer.
I remember that shit. Everyone would all be shy to sing.
Oh, bro, I was
like, nah, you got it.
Did you guys have like a favorite instrument you guys like playing on Rock Band?
Drums.
Oh yeah,
the drums. That shit just always stuck with me.
It's crazy. I had a drum set, right? But I can never play them because they said it was too loud.
Too loud, yeah. Dude, I feel so
why
bad.
Why the fuck do I have them, bro? Like,
dude, I feel so bad because I had my drum set in my garage, but I would jam out crazy. I would just put my iPhone plugs and fucking just jam out to rap music because I would watch a lot of covers on YouTube. But my neighbor upstairs was like an elderly lady, and I was young, so I didn't really care. But I would just be jamming out. You just hear her yelling, bro.
Stomping
while jamming out. RP. Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. So, are you like really good at drumming then right now? Can you, like, if you got on the drums, could you do some shit though?
No. I fell off like so long ago. But like, I like to get the rhythm back because I'll fuck around like at my friend's house. He has a drum set. I'll fuck around and I'll get the rhythm back, but like, not like crazy shit like drum rolls and all that.
I'm pretty sure that helps though in production, no?
Yeah. Like learning patterns and shit, beat patterns. Yeah.
Drum fills, all that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that I lack. Like I know how to play the bass a little. I could play the guitar a little, but like there's something about drums that I just like don't really catch on to. Really, like it takes me a while to fucking program in some like rhythmy drums.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And then like even like getting the right samples for drums for me is fucking.
That's true.
Like I always want to just switch shit out
Yeah.
and whatnot. So I'm like, fuck. I'd rather like have someone play that shit and then I feel like
record it and use that shit, chop it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be way easier.
You can't go wrong with that. But what you could do, you could just mock shit. Just learn that way.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, like putting in loops and shit and then like making my own, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah.
I wish I was just more creative in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that shit. I mean, just trial and error. That's all it is. Cause I got my fills, well, like inspirations from like heavy metal and like hip hop. So like all those like snarey fills and shit like that, like all from hip hop. Like all those crazy shit.
The hi-hats.
The hi-hats too, yeah, especially.
Were you like those double pedalers?
No, I never had a double pedal.
Oh, okay.
So I just had that single.
What's like the learning curve for that shit? Like compared to like one pedal to two? I've always wondered what that learning curve looked like from like the drummer standpoint.
I honestly couldn't even tell you that. I didn't like
it'd just be something that you'd have to do.
Yeah, it would just be you just have to like train your foot a lot because you're gonna be switching from your left pedal to your hi-hat step and shit like that. So you just I'm pretty sure like through time you just practice more and more and more and more and more and you just you get that rhythm with your foot.
Okay.
Dude, that shit like trips me out because I be trying to do that shit too. And bro, like it confuses my mind because you're all used to like one thing and then trying to add a whole nother step. I don't know. That shit fucks me up.
Nah, that shit is fucking.
But it's fun.
Crazy. No, I don't think I could ever. I tried like just doing like a whole jam session of me and drums. Nah, bro, I don't got the tempo for that, bro. Like, believe it or not, I don't got the tempo for drums. Like actual live drumming, dude. I can't do it, bro. I don't got flow like that.
Dude, yeah, I feel like that's how I started. Just learning, like, well, that's what had my attachment when I was like listening to music. It was just always the drums and shit. I don't know. Something about percussions fucks me up.
I feel it. I don't know. Something about with like dubstep music, your percussion is always gonna bang your track sometimes.
That's what they say. That's what they say. Like, just focus on your percussion and shit like that. Because you could do the most basic like drum flow, but like cool percussions will make that shit alive.
Bro, like filling in like hi-hats and then like open like hats too and shit. Like
definitely variation.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit all plays the
variation's key.
Yeah, you wouldn't realize it that like that is what's gonna fill in a lot of that open space and what's gonna make some of your synths really pop out more and shit like that. But now they do. Like you have no idea how much a fucking one perk or something like right before your
will make a difference, especially like if it's an offbeat type shit.
Yeah, we'll just give it that swing sometimes. Yeah. I'm just like, God damn, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I love fucking around with that shit.
But I definitely think that like for me, like when I started DJing, I DJed a lot of hip hop music, and that's where I get like my inspiration of drums from. And earlier you said you started like playing drums to like some hip hop beats.
Yeah.
So we heard your showcase mix earlier.
Oh shit!
And you had some tracks that were like I'd say like a little hip hop influence. No,
definitely influenced more by like hip hop music and shit.
Yeah,
like because like when I started DJing, that was my main like goal, like hip hop. Like I wanted to like DJ for rappers and shit. So I was like growing up with that, and dude, like I mean that's what won me music wise. So I first started listening to hip hop, but
dream rapper you wanna DJ for still?
Damn.
Or you have?
No, I've never. I have, but like for my homie. But that was cool. That was a cool experience.
I mean, if he's famous, fucking, fuck
he's not famous, but like it was still dope. He's talented as fuck. But fuck, if I had a dream, honestly, Kendrick. I don't know.
Hey,
like that's my favorite artist when it comes to music. So like,
okay.
Yeah, be like Kendrick or like whatever, just some trap shit. Show be sick as fuck.
I feel it.
Honestly though, like I don't know, I still would love to live that, like just play for someone.
Bro, like honestly, that's not even as like a dubstep artist, bro. Like that's not unheard of. Like, Borgor, bro, produced for a lot of dope ass rappers and shit. Some people that I would have never thought. So like it's definitely
dude. Diplo fucking produced for a shitload.
Flocka, homie.
Waka Flocka.
Yeah,
Borgo, right?
Borgo
Yeah.
produced for Flocka, bro. Like a couple, two tracks. I think.
Like Getter.
Yeah, bro,
Dude,
yeah. Seeing Getter like touched the whole underground scene with like the Suicide Boys, Puya, all them, and
like
shit,
that fucking side too.
Yeah, so it's definitely not unheard of, bro. Like,
all right, and also too, it also is unheard of because a lot of times, a lot of that shit is not that out there. Like, I'll give you an example. Like the producer Ricky Remedy, he made a beat for Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
I mean, it may not look like on the headlines, Ricky Remedy featuring Megan Thee Stallion, a collab, but he has writer credits like for that. So like it's a very unheard because of like how the structuring is.
Yeah.
But like it's crazy to me how like there's DJs in our space like taking all these avenues that still contribute to music, although it's not EDM.
You know what that is to me. What it looks like. You know how earlier you were saying like you DJ and you'll take like bar gigs and shit like that. That's how I see that sometimes. Like, yeah, I'm a like artist producer for dubstep and shit, but I'll take these little
shit, it does feel fun like just having just to DJ without like feeling like a job or anything.
Yeah.
Just fucking playing open format if you wanted. Well, I mean, that's what I meant. Like sticking to like, or you could play what you want instead of like trying to focus on this one genre for the certain.
Well, there's certain gigs that like you'll take and you usually know the job before you take them. If it's like if you have flexibility in your like catalog, or if you have like a theme that you need to stick with.
Yeah,
and if you're like,
of course.
Like honestly, if you're in music, if you appreciate music, a lot of those gigs are gonna be pretty nice. Cause like, oh, I fuck with this 80s. I fuck with 80s. I fuck with I fuck with 90s rap. Like,
and if you're a good like open format DJ, like could do it those type of gigs, you'll find a way to throw in like some shit that you like. You feel me? You'll find a way to drop in like maybe a trap banger, maybe something. You feel me? Like if you really like know what you're doing and stuff. Because I see a lot of house DJs do like open format like type style gigs, but like they're for the most part still playing house music, but with like a heavy on the top 40 like influence tracks and shit like that. So it works, you know?
Yeah.
So like I definitely think if you really know how to like influence your genre and like some music, like you could take most gigs and still not be too far off from like what you actually do. Yeah. Shit, you know?
I think if you're like if you're talking about like specifically like trying to like be like your own name in EDM and still trying to like pick up gigs, it's very doable. Cause like let's say for example you're talking about like let's take it back to like you wanting to DJ for like one of your favorite rappers and going like on a tour. Like I think that's very still doable to go on tour with these rappers, sacrifice a couple hours to do their show, and then go back to the hotel or to the tour bus and like get back on the grind on your laptop and then you could talk with the person that you're on tour with, like, hey, like I got a show,
business
booking,
business shit.
Dude. I mean, you might jeopardize telling your artist like, hey, I'm gonna go do a show. Like, can you find another DJ? And then I mean, that's what you'd have to take. But that's one of the things where like it's very doable. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I did a bar gig last night, and although I did play the majority of it like open format top 40, I did throw in pockets of house music. And like, at the end of the night, I got some people ask me for my Instagram because they actually ended up liking like the pockets of EDM that I played, and I got a couple follows, and then from there they're gonna pick out what it is that they want to like follow about myself. So nah, bro. I mean, and if you're a DJ, bro, if you're like passionately a DJ, like why wouldn't you want to take these gigs? Exactly. I think so. Like, that's what I'm saying. Especially if a cool, nice bags included. So I'm seeing right now, like the DJ market is getting much more saturated. So like, take up as many. Crazy, bro. Like straight up, bro. Like take up as many gigs as you can, bro. Because it's gonna get pretty crazy. It's gonna get pretty pretty tight in the future. Trust. Yeah, bro. Like, dude, like everyone's being a DJ, bro. Like,
that's
crazy.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool.
I
like
cool.
seeing that shit.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. We're gonna get a whole community of just DJs, and I said that's all we'll need for a community, bro. We won't need anything.
Yeah, there should be more DJs than doctors, honestly.
I'm not honestly like sometimes I think about that, bro. I don't know.
Why do we
Music's
need more
important, man.
Why do we need more doctors? Man?
Music's important.
Music's healing. Man.
That's what I'm.
That is true.
It heals the soul, dog, and the soul heals you. You feel me?
Hey, and it's free.
I'm saying, man.
You don't need to have a job or like have a prescription for that shit. You know, you can
Yeah.
just
Exactly. Just go on YouTube.
hey, fuck it.
You just have to pay $300 to get in the festival to
yeah,
feel the
that's the
healing.
only thing. But you know what? It's all good.
Yeah. Hey, but we just got done listening to your showcase, and something that sticked out to me aside from the music was the watermarks, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, something that was common in a lot of the showcases I ran into is watermarks, bro.
Yeah.
And so like I'm just curious to know where like all that originated from, because I've seen this become a thing where I've actually had a few people even DM me like, hey bro, you think you can send me like a quick 15-30-second watermark? And honestly, like a lot of time, like, why? Like, why do you need me to send you a voice acapella to introduce? Like,
I've done it.
I get it. I've done it, but like at first, like, why do you need me to like?
If it's the homie, I'm down.
Well, a lot of times it was just like strangers. Like, I'm just like,
I don't know about strangers.
People buy that shit, dude. People buy that shit from their favorite artist.
real shit.
Yeah, if they're selling
you
it,
know
people
what?
buy
Well,
it.
I've known that's always been a thing, bro. Because I know when I was starting out as a DJ, I remember buying my own DJ drop.
Yeah.
And I remember this DJ record pool that I was subscribed to. I don't know how they did it, bro, but they got a partnership with a couple artists where I think for $50,
Yeah,
they can have they'll like go ahead and like say your name is. So I remember I got a little preview. I didn't buy it, but I got a little preview of I forgot who it was. I think it was Usher.
Usher.
Like, oh, this is Usher. You're not listening to DJ Twitch. That was my alias back
alias
then.
DJ Twitch?
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember. Yeah, so I mean, I remember this being a thing, but
Legend.
How'd you feel when Twitch took your brand?
Oh, I know you're talking about. I didn't even think about
fucking
that.
Who was there first?
I'm fucking around. I know, right?
I didn't think
OG
about
Twitch
that.
right here.
No,
He a legend in the streets.
no, bro. But I'm just curious to know, like where did all that originate from? Because I was just curious. Like,
I couldn't tell you like specifically, but like for
yeah,
me,
I don't know.
for me, it's like when
Like
because you know in mixes and shit, you would always hear like, "Yo, DJ, whatever, you're in the mix, whatever," all that shit. Like I just always loved that shit when you would hear mixes and shit back then, and like I would hear it a lot too when I would hear people's shit. So I'm like, oh, watermarks, and then people would buy it off their favorite artist. I'm like, you know, that's cool, and like I personally like it because like it's all your homies on the shit and just shouting you out on your own shit, introducing you. And a lot of people put watermarks as well for when they're like dropping a tune or whatever, and it's like a plate, and they don't want people to steal it, so they'll put watermarks over it.
Oh, so they don't rip it.
Yeah, so they don't rip it. So that you could say that too. But other than that, dude, like I don't know. I like having the homies, and they would say some like out of pocket shit. That shit's just funny too, like in your mix and whatnot.
I heard some funny creative ones.
Yeah,
there,
dude, my friends are funny as shit. I don't tell anyone what to do. I'm just like, do your own shit. Like,
have you ever paid personally for the watermark?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I bought I think I bought Infex. I think I bought Akira's.
That's dope.
Just like a few, but no, I don't buy them. Like I don't go out to buy them anymore.
I mean, ask you this: at one point, is someone tripping? You know, if they're charging you for too much for a watermark, like how much?
Like how much? I wouldn't pay more than $20
for a watermark.
Yeah,
for sure. What about a plate, bro?
Plate? Fuck, dude.
I've heard various answers on this.
Yeah, I know a shitload of people that buy a shitload of plates. It's crazy.
Well, what numbers have you heard?
My number would be fuck.
Yeah, like what's the most you'll pay for a plate, bro? Like
I wouldn't go any more than like $40.
$40.
40, 50 if it's pushing it. I don't know.
No, like honestly, I want to know, like, what is that reasonable, bro? Like that's reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? I don't know, bro.
I mean, to me, yeah.
Be a baby for $40. That's what I think.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's wild. I don't know. It's a plate culture. It's a thing. But I mean, I get it because the producers are getting their money, and it's a banger, so it's gonna be on a release. And if you want to play that shit at your shows and shit, hype up everyone else from. But fuck, dude, I know that shit's wild.
Well, you know, we had Hex come through as a past guest, and she actually had exclusive plates made for her.
Oh, really? Oh, specials and shit like that?
Yeah,
that's what they call it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
specials, yeah.
Do you have anything like that made for you?
I don't.
Okay.
I personally don't.
Okay. Is that just like a personal thing, or is it just like it just hasn't come across like your mind?
It just never really came across my mind.
Like you rather just make the original.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm kind of I'd rather just like keep my money and shit like that. But I fuck with that. I liked how they're making like individual specials for people like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But like, damn, dude, it's a market out there. It's a market.
I seen someone said I paid $100 for a plate.
I
I
believe
was
it.
like, damn, like, and he's like, yeah, bro, I'm playing that every show. It's like, yeah, I'm playing that every show.
Get your money's worth,
He's
bro.
like, I'm definitely not deleting
But-
this file.
Like,
Dude.
think about it. All it takes is one, like, for you to get one banger, and then you could start doing that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and
Yeah.
like that's the market you're in. You got to do what you got to do. Like, there's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
a lot of
if
ways
it's a
to get
thing,
fed
take
in this.
advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, bro, think about it as an artist in general. There's only a few ways to really make money. So like using specials and plates and shit, like that's just another avenue for us to get paid. And
Yeah.
I'm all for it, honestly, as long as it's done correctly, honestly, and like
Yeah.
like everything's cool about it. Like I'm down with that because
Yeah, as
all
long
it
as-
is our streaming money. Maybe like our show money and then merch money. And
Yeah.
then that's it. For
Well,
us
you know what?
pretty
It's
much.
crazy that you mentioned streaming, bro. Because even with streaming, bro, a lot of underground artists' goals is to get on these labels, and they
Yeah.
don't even get a huge chunk of
Exactly.
that shit.
So,
Dude.
like-
So it's like,
they're probably
Our
getting more
profits-
just on the plate.
Real life, right? Our profit is not from our music. You feel me? So
yeah.
like,
Oh,
we have
definitely not.
the ways to find profit for it. I'm with it.
that's
I'm
after- yeah.
with it. Let's go. Let's do
That
it.
comes after, or that
Yeah.
comes with your music. But
If you want a special from me, I got you, bro.
yeah,
Like, don't even trip. Like, I'll
Yeah.
make. What's your name? Full name.
Yeah.
yeah, and sign this NDA, true or nothing. It's called ID.
Facts.
Hey, but the
facts.
track title is this though, bro.
yeah, it's gonna be a free download next year.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of depth. There's a
If
lot
I
of
like it, yeah,
yeah.
for sure. But I'd be charging a lot. How much would you charge for a special?
I want a special, IZIK. Run that shit. I'm playing.
Well, I
Lost
mean,
Lands.
I've already seen the
I'm
market.
playing Lost Lands.
I've already seen the market. How much they could go for?
Oh, word. Hell yeah. I'm playing Lost Lands, bro.
Oh, dude,
I'm playing 2-3. I'm playing first lock.
are we
bro.
like cool, or like are you just
You
a
tell
stranger?
me. You tell me. I'm playing I'm right now. This is me
Okay,
right now.
I'm trying to go based off
I'm
the.
playing Lost
All
Lands.
right,
bro.
let's go. Honestly, I would get you for free if you were playing Lost
Nah,
Lands.
bro, come on.
But 30. I would do 30, like
30?
for everyone. That's everyone price.
Okay.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I can flip that for $100, man.
Whoa,
But that's
whoa,
okay.
whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Okay. I want to bring that up, bro. You know,
then
because
he
there's
could put
depth.
it out as not as what were you saying? Fuck. If you give it to him as a special, he could give it out as a plate.
Yeah, they could give it out as plays. It really depends.
I mean,
on,
that's just the communication
the re-
beforehand, right? With
yeah.
both parties, like, hey, what's the I guess the boundaries with this play, right? Like, am I able to? Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, you're obviously.
established.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to establish rules with people,
I feel it.
and then because it's your special. I'm making it for you, but it's still my song. Like this is all my songs. This is all my shit. And I mean, aren't you supposed to can't you copyright your shit nowadays?
No, yeah, and
Usually,
I think
so, like,
I
I
think
feel like
Well,
that's-
it's crazy because I listen to a lot of podcasts, right? I listen to a lot of hip hop podcasts, and they
Yeah.
talked about this with hip hop artists. Is what they'll do is they'll give people verses,
Oh
but
yeah.
because they're signed to labels, because they're like already signed, I could give you this verse, but you could never put it out because my label will never allow it to come out.
Yeah.
So say you give someone a special, right? And they try to put it out. You could do this yourself too. I'm trying to find a way to do it. Say you could schedule a release, and then that scheduled release, you could put it for a year later or something. You could obviously keep changing the schedule,
Yeah.
right? But once you schedule it, it's that code for that track already pops up. So if anyone else tries to upload it, it'll pop up as your shit. and then you
Oh,
can strike it.
really?
and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
there's ways of doing that. So-
Definitely be smart about your shit. Yeah. No.
Exactly. So you could definitely just be like, yeah, this is your special. So you could do what you want with it, but there's
Yeah.
not much
It's
they
still the rights are mine. Yeah.
you feel me? But that's what rappers will do. They'll give people verses, but you can never do nothing with this verses.
Yeah.
My label will never approve it.
Yeah.
So it's
Dude, if you're listening to this, man, learn your music business.
I was literally just over here in my corner, bro. There's so much information out there that
Learn
There's,
this
like,
shit.
we always talk about a lot of this shit's happening to us artists, but the shit is all out there, and there's so many things that I think we can protect ourselves from. And
Yeah.
like we should just mention, bro. Dude, fucking
Right.
gas, bro. Something I didn't even think about,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
of
That's
course, this is how the
literally
fucking
putting
labels
us
are
on,
able
yeah.
to strike that shit before
before it comes out and shit.
hell yeah,
that.
bro.
Bro, I
it's
had
just-
it's weird, but there's certain platforms that you could obviously get away with it. Like SoundCloud is a good way of like trying to get away with shit.
Yeah,
That's why we
right?
like SoundCloud. Cheers to
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Fuck
Don't
yeah,
change,
SoundCloud.
man.
Like, hey,
If you're listening to this,
speaking about SoundCloud, they just started like this program where they're like having people as artists for SoundCloud.
what do you mean?
Oh, like
No, they're
Barnes
SoundCloud
Lemonade?
artists. Like they're signed like to SoundCloud.
Aren't they distributing?
Yeah,
Aren't they doing that? Some
yeah.
shit
So
like
they
that?
started doing that, but now they're picking artists that are doing good off of SoundCloud and saying, "Hey, let's sign you," pretty much, or like they're
Damn, so they're giving you a cut and shit.
bro. Like
I'm sure, yeah, they're getting some sort of deal.
I'm
That
trying
is
to
sick.
remember I think the first guy seen it. He was an R&B artist, I believe, but like he gets numbers on SoundCloud,
dude.
and like he uses all their like.
Shout out
shit and
SoundCloud,
whatnot.
man. They pay out good. They pay out better than most of these platforms.
I think so too.
You get
Nah,
paid
Dude,
out with
run
SoundCloud?
that shit up on SoundCloud if you could.
Facts, though, bro.
Nah, you're right though. You're probably
Dead
right.
ass.
Hey,
Like,
and if you're on a free account, run that free account, bro.
Dude.
Because the ad money, true.
I'm saying, man. SoundCloud for the people.
Would you sign with SoundCloud?
I would have to see the terms, but definitely. I mean,
I'm thinking about
It's a pretty
that'd
big-
be so sick.
that would be sick to
No, I love you, SoundCloud, but I want to see the fine print.
Yeah, I gotta see the fine print.
I
first.
don't love you.
Can't
that
make it
much.
these official yet. Yeah.
Honestly, like even with if there's as long as there's no perpetuity in that contract, I'm down.
Yeah.
Like I'm so down, bro. Like I've never seen SoundCloud do me really dirty before. Like,
They pay out really good, bro. Like,
and I've always uploaded like some remixes. Like they let me upload
you
mixes.
you could try monetizing shit.
Yeah, like I really can't. Like I'd gamble with SoundCloud. I think, bro. I
And
think
it's the good strike. Yep.
they've been
My
there
bad,
since
G.
the birth of like my music production,
Yeah.
pretty much, bro. Like I don't see why not.
Dude, it's been there forever. Like, that's where I first started uploading my DJ mixes. That's where my DJ like brand was built.
Bro, I went
SoundCloud.
through like 3 aliases on
Really?
SoundCloud, bro.
I went through
Like,
one.
Dude,
but,
speaking about payouts, I think right now I would consider SoundCloud like one of my, I wouldn't say important, but I'd say like semi-critical like revenue funnel for like my
Yeah.
project, dude.
oh,
for
dude,
sure.
fuck yeah.
SoundCloud specifically. I'm not even saying streaming. I'm saying SoundCloud.
Yeah.
because bro, SoundCloud is not a streaming platform. Like it's not an iTunes.
Yeah.
Or it's not an Apple Music. It's not a Spotify. Like I don't just listen to SoundCloud like that. You
Yeah.
know, but I'm on it a lot, almost
Yeah.
every day, just like looking through shit and checking shit. You feel me? But
Yep.
like it's not that, and the fact that it's able to pay me out that much is
It's crazy.
it is pretty.
And
nice.
then also you get a payout right with what you do. Then you start thinking about projections of like, oh wow, like if I were to have these numbers, oh shit, I could quit my day. I mean, like you start thinking like, damn, like okay, like quitting my day job starting to become a lot more closer
Yeah.
and starting me doing like music full time and like
Yep.
really like pushing your work on SoundCloud. But that's the thing, like it's like
All right, check this out. I
You know what I'm
came
saying?
across like this podcast where this dude broke down if you're an independent artist, how you should be at least making. I forgot the dollar sign he said, but I want to say it's close to like $2,500 a month off your music. And he's saying this is how you do it for free by yourself. I guess he started breaking down the statistics of on all streaming platforms, you could personally play your own song and have it count towards monetization.
Yeah.
It was like 300 times. And then you could go to another streaming platform and do it this many times. And then he broke down all the different ways that you could you're supposed to get paid out. And then he tells you like, so in general, a month, and he tells you like you should be uploading at least this many times a week.
Yeah.
Or because then you could, because you're looking at the total amount, right? So say you upload like 4 tracks or like 5 tracks in a week. Each of those tracks you can listen to 300 times, right?
Jesus.
utilize the system.
Bro, and then so in a week, so 300 times 5 times 3, that's 1,500. That's in 1 week. So in 3 weeks, you could get how many streams is that? And then you can get paid out from those. And he broke that shit down crazy. And
I'm gonna need that link.
And I'm just like, damn, if the knowledge is out there to
Yeah.
get paid for your fucking music sometimes.
Yeah, no, there's definitely ways. If there's a will, there's a way.
I want to share something with y'all because we're gonna get this bag on SoundCloud, homies.
Let's do it.
Because look, I'm a part of a lot of groups and shit that like focuses on like capitalizing and like taking advantage of like the system, pretty much the system. And well, something that we like to do, especially like in the EDM realm, like I'm in this like group where like let's say if you upload a song, like it's consensus between both parties where we do what we call it's called trading.
Oh, okay.
So this is something that you could do with an artist that you like, and then it's like mutual if they're the artist. Like, let's say you have a song out and you have like another artist that you want like their like support.
Mm-hmm.
You could both like do a trade, which is pretty much like you repost my track. It's like a pick comment for pick comment type shit.
Yeah.
So like this is something that I do during like my promotion, especially like now. Like let's say my EP's been out almost for about a month already, but I'm still going into this group chat like, hey, who's down to trade? Like, I'm still running these tracks, and like this is like things that you can do to still keep on contributing like to your plays. Like you brought like a good example of, like that one dude dropping like, oh, you could like click or like play your track 300 times and go to the other different streaming platform. Like there's so many things that you could do that like goes towards like your plays and to like your streaming revenue that like you wouldn't even think of. Like you like just like that shit.
I would have
like,
never thought about that shit. Like I'm really not that. I don't want to say desperate, like because I don't think it's a thing of desperatity like at all. It's just a way to use the system.
Use the system, finesse the ways.
Like, and I'm not mad at that.
I mean,
like,
shit, take advantage if you could.
Bro, they're taking advantage of us, so like, why not? You feel me?
Like bro,
so
like
crazy.
I think I brought this up too, but I don't. Back then, when I was a younger kid, like with labels, I've always wondered why a lot of these labels would come out with like certain album versions, like, oh, here's a deluxe edition. Oh, here's a remastered. Oh, here's this artist's 50th or greatest hits album. I'm like, damn, bro, like we already have these other albums. Like, why you keep giving us albums? I'm like, oh shit, bro, like. They got these masters, streaming. Bro. Like they're just trying to milk the fuck out of these tracks that they own, dude. And so like, I think when I started to connect the pieces, and I think you guys could see this like with a lot of people's art catalog, especially mine. Like this is why I've been doing a lot of remixes and like a lot of like even releasing stuff like instrumentals for some of my tracks because I'm just like, dude, like the system's there for me to just kind of like
pump it up, bro.
And like honestly, like dude, like it's very important to know that business, bro, because no one's realistically gonna like coordinate out that for you, you know, unless you have like someone who's like really like close to you, like in that project. But like, it's just always good to know that information, like especially when you're like going into a deal, you know, you're not getting dicked around and shit, you know. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
No, dude, for sure, dude. Like, learn everything about. That's why, like, I already explained, or like I've mentioned this in previous podcasts. Like, I want to start doing like distribution deals for other artists because like I'm just thinking about other ways of like revenue, like you know, being able to like help artists get their music on streaming platforms and still being able to be a part of that process and like get
I saw you open that playlist shit for Spotify and shit.
So like even like shit like that, bro, like like even as another example, like growing your own Spotify playlist, bro, like that's another way to really farm some streams, dude, because if you have a popping playlist, you could always throw in your favorite tracks, and in between that playlist, throw in your tracks, and like the average playlist user just lets the playlist play for the most part. Like, I like to think that when you subscribe to, when you save and like follow like a playlist to the loyalty, like I think like for the most part, in my experience, you're gonna follow the playlist in the order that they have it. Like most part, it hits the right points in the right moments. That's how I try to carry my playlist for the most part, but. That's another great way to get your streams up is having a playlist.
Pitch playlist.
Pitch playlist and bro. So many things.
Shit,
but it's time consuming. That's the thing that's the thing that's just so people don't like about it, bro.
This whole game is time consuming.
It is, but you just gotta be willing to go. Yeah, you just really gotta.
The work's gotta be done regardless, bro.
And if it doesn't, that's your failure right there. You feel me? Like that's how.
I mean,
that's on you. If that work's not getting done, it's not on anyone else but like yourself.
Yeah.
So you either do it or you don't. You feel me? Like you do it or you don't get paid. Like,
literally.
What do you want to do? You feel me? Do you want this?
Someone's got to do. Are you gonna hire anyone? Like, do you want to hire anyone? No.
That's a way to do it, bro.
Yeah.
But like,
no, it works. It's just like.
And there's like, bro, I wish I could do that. I wish I made enough money to be like, hey, I'm gonna hire you for this.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
do this for me. Like if I can do it, fuck it, I'm down. But like you know that a lot of us are in that position. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you could get that help, fuck it. But either way, save money doing it yourself. You just gotta literally save the time and make your own time.
I think like another thing though is too like once you start like doing those little bits and pieces, like for example, like getting your Apple Music, Spotify, and basically all your streaming platforms, getting your profile looking right.
Yeah.
Like making sure that's all set up the way you need it to be set up. Like I know we talked about it a while ago. Like that's just like something basic you should know, and that will like let other people know, like, oh, they know what they're doing here now. It's like a standard. You feel me? Like
yeah.
And I think like in EDM, there's a standard, bro.
So
like
you gotta have that aesthetic.
Yeah, you have to have the aesthetic, and then it kind of has to sound there. And then once you have that, that's when I think people like, not just like regular listeners, but I think like people as in like execs and like A&Rs and people like that will actually start paying attention.
Oh, you about it.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, oh, like you get it. Like, you feel me? And then once that
how to market and whatnot.
Exactly.
Like, get that attention.
Exactly. Once that happens, like that's when you'll start having people willing to do it for you, and you know, like people reach out to you. Sometimes you feel me? Like it's definitely the way.
It all comes with effort.
The time and energy you put in. How long did it take you to know this shit? How long?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I still don't even know it all.
Bro, same.
But like shit, I mean, with the help of people that like Milkman, for example, bro, like he went to all these music schools and just spreads knowledge like to the homies and shit, like whoever's open about it and shit like that.
That's crazy. It's like Blood In Blood Out when they tell Miklo, hey, we need you to get out of here so you can fucking support us and shit.
That's what, exactly. Blood In Blood Out, bro. That's a banger.
Facts, bro. Other facts.
Oh yeah. That's crazy. We out here.
Yeah.
We're out here.
But nah, it comes with time, bro. Like it's great. Like how are you supposed to know this as soon as you start making music?
Yeah.
Like you're just focused on making music at first, bro. Like literally, how do you focus on anything else?
At the same time, though, that's a good thing because you could just put your mind all to that and learn about like your shit first. You're like what you want to sound like instead of worrying about all this other shit, putting it in your mind. Like that would be the good way to go about it, and then learn everything else after. But like right when people start, they want to get like jump in, so like they start fucking their minds up with all this like overload.
Yeah,
just take it at a time.
You're right.
Take it at a time. It's no rush.
I feel like that's one of the challenges of this space when you're a producer is like finding your identity. Yeah. When you're being pushed all these sounds, right? And like everyone's like, oh, dude, we're digging these sounds now. And then also you're not trying to like replicate or copycat, whatever. Yeah. You're trying to keep it OG in the. I feel like I even still feel like I'm still trying to identify like my sound to the fullest, but
same, bro. I feel like you never stop.
But yeah, close. Like as you keep on producing closer and closer, you get more comfortable with like what your identity starts sounding.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like your identity, it's just it still needs to get developed. Like right from the beginning, it's not there yet. Like
and I feel like once you like find what you're looking for, you start getting like more comfortable with pushing you out like how you want to be and all that shit. Just within time and shit.
Yeah, that's why I noticed a lot of producers that have like very favorite artists and they're like barely getting into production. They normally steer into the production of their favorite artist. Yeah, like I saw this like
for sure.
I saw this for sure with plenty of people. Like for example, not to say any names. Because it doesn't really matter.
Names.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like,
call them out, bro.
What's that?
No, that's really say names, but like, and there's this person that was like, "Damn, dude, I really love this feature rhythm shit, and I want to start making it. Like, if I want to produce music, like this is what I want to make because I fuck with this type shit. Because like, they listen to Ace Aura, Chime, and so like, you know, I've noticed
the goats.
I've noticed this shit with like other people. Like, oh, dude, like I listen to techno, but when I make music, I want to be able to make like techno music for sure. Yeah. So like I know like that inspiration, like is the inspiration for me, like I want to talk to you guys. When did it click for you guys? Like, I mean, I don't know for you, Isaac, like if producing came first or DJing, but like I was a DJ first, and like I think like me going to EDC 2014 clicked for me to like become a producer, like seriously, because when I saw like the whole thing, okay, like I could definitely do the DJing part, but I think what I'm missing that like I don't have from these headliners is just the music.
Yeah. No, it was definitely DJing for me, for sure. Like I was just passionate about that shit the most.
Yeah.
I mean, I still am, but.
And when did that trigger for you to be like, okay, I want to start producing now?
I would say like later on, because I just hella focused on DJing. But like I would say, I've been DJing for like 10 years now. So it clicked to me like I say right when I graduated high school, which was 2015. Because like I had a friend that was like into rapping, and I was like, oh, I want to, because like I would look at all these rappers and like their producers were their DJs and shit like that. Like it looked like that to me. So like, like I gotta make beats. Like, I gotta make beats. Fuck it. Like let's get on it. And so yeah, 2015 for sure. So like 5 years in, halfway in, like 5, 10 years DJing. Then 5 years later, started fucking producing. At least like getting my feet wet with it, all that shit.
With the hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, that's how I was at first too. Like I started making hip hop beats. Like that's what I wanted to do, dog.
Yeah, bro. Like something about them 808s hitting. That dude.
Bro.
I was like, I want that to be like my beat.
And I just wanted someone dope to spit over. Yeah. Bro. Like that was my whole vision when I started producing. And I'm just like, fuck. And that's kind of why I did cling on to like Borgor is my favorite rapper artist of all time, pretty much. Like I think he did the song with Miley Cyrus, bro, the Decisions track, and that shit blew my mind. I was like, bro, that's Miley Cyrus. Like, on a dubstep track. And then I was like, oh, this isn't just some like, because I make dubstep, I'm making only dubstep. No, this is some like...
Dude, he got ratchet with this shit.
Bro, like... the most... Dog, you have no idea. Dude, I went to he came out with this album called New Gore Order. And like he threw an album release party on a yacht. And the tickets were $80, bro. And I had just graduated high school. And he recorded a music video on the yacht and everything, bro. And like,
you're on that shit?
Yeah, bro. Like you see like the back of my head and shit and whatnot. But like, bro, like I have videos where like he's literally like where you're at. That's the DJ booth, and like you could just like
literally.
And before
watching
everyone was just chilling before that, bro. Like, and like there was rappers on that bus, like or on that yacht, bro. Like it was insane. There was this dude named Ash Reiser. He produced with Kendrick Lamar. He's on the track Far From Good. Nah, fuck. I'm forget Reagan something. I'm forgetting the track and that name, but he's on the beginning of that Kendrick song. He was on that yacht, bro. Like it's just like a bunch of like
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
That clicked on me. I know.
Crazy people like on that yacht, and I'm just like, oh, like EDM, like this is EDM and dubstep, but like you can make it so much more than
you could make your own swag, like bro, literally just that's all it is. Just your personality, your swag.
Shit, dog. Like,
yeah,
that's all this shit is, bro. For sure, that's all this is.
That's the beautiful part about it too. Just expressing yourself.
And I like that. Like a lot of these sounds are maybe not originating in our areas.
Yeah,
but once they do come to our areas, it's like almost our responsibility to make it like our version, you feel me? So
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying too. Like
we really do gotta just put on like, bro, I'm from the IE, so like we ratchet and weird out here, you feel me? So like that's what like kind of sometimes I think about when I'm making music. Like there has to be some element of like some like bro, like this is what I am type shit, you feel me? Literally. In my music at all times, it's always some shit like that, and I feel like it's just what we gotta do, you know? Like I'm
being authentic, just be yourself. Literally, like be your true colors.
Bro,
that's what works the most.
Like, so are you from LA or like where exactly? Like,
I'm from the SGV, so I'm from Rosemead, California, but it's in LA County.
Yeah,
and it's easier to say to people than saying Rosemead, but that's where I'm from.
Gotcha.
It's not even far. It's like 15 minutes from like actual LA or downtown LA. It's like East LA area, like region and shit.
But like then, right now you're out LA.
I stay in Pico Rivera.
Okay,
so like by Montebello, we're next to that venue from the LA and Denver showdown.
Oh,
it's like 8 minutes away.
Yeah, so like you're in the thick of it, bro. Yeah. So like you're like even if you're not that LA person or like you're not you know, the typical LA type of person, like you're around it all the time.
So
like,
the culture and shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's gonna reflect in you no matter what. You feel me? Like,
no, it definitely shows too. Yeah.
And I think that's how most artists should look at this. And it's kind of hard too at first because, like Carlos said, you're looking at your favorite artists. So you're trying to replicate them, but if you really realize it, like
that's
their favorite artist is that's what they did.
Exactly
like,
what they did.
That's their authentic like self type shit, and like that's what they're portraying. And yeah, maybe there's like some gimmicks on top of it and whatnot, but like those are like aesthetic gimmicks that are true to like their image,
like exaggeration and shit like that. Like
exactly, but it's still them, man.
Yeah, exactly,
shit, bro. Like, and that's what like all of this really is, you know, like and that's what we got to bring. So like, I'm really interested to like when DMB it's hitting over here right now. Like it's starting to make its like wave in
that shit's sick,
and I'm ready to see if the MC part aspect of it
can come,
because right now it's heavy in the UK. I don't know if that's gonna translate over here or not.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of rappers that use some work.
Okay, check this out. I don't think this is what I think is gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna hit in EDM, but I think it's gonna hit in like rap. Stuff. Because right now, have you been hearing like the Brooklyn drill music that's been going on? Bro, it's Jersey. It's Jersey music, bro. Cardi B hopped on like a Jersey track, just fucking going crazy, dog. Like, so right now, like that's hitting in
I Spice Deli.
Yeah, bro.
Run
like,
that shit.
Bro, like I'm like it's hitting not in necessarily like EDM culture, but like at the same time we're underground. We're supposed to be underground, you feel me? But the fact that it's bleeding over to like mainstream culture type shit, that's pretty. It's pretty exciting. You feel me?
That's cool. See, I like it. I like seeing that shit.
All right.
Like I'll put it like this. Well, look, I'll put it like this. You want to call my shit this? Run that shit. Hey, you listening to it though? Yep. I appreciate it.
All right. Anyone want to put a wager on something real quick? Because I have a strong feeling this is gonna happen within the next year and a half. Cardi B is gonna be on a drum and bass song. Anyone want to bet against that?
Nah, dude, I'll bet you that shit happens in 3 months, bro. I already seen a lot of labels like using their artists for these like drum and bass tracks, bro. No, bro, like that's a sucker's bet.
You hear the Weeknd's newest album with that drum and bass tune?
No, I didn't.
Just straight liquid DMB, just going off that shit, bro. I felt like that was the hardest thing. I mean, I could see it coming. I could see it coming. I'll give you a wager.
I think it will happen in a year and a half. I think it'll happen sooner, bro. Because
I don't know.
I don't see it not impossible. Like, I don't see it impossible. My bad. But either way, like, dude, that's just popping. I get it.
It is, bro. In literally in the UK, that's just mainstream.
Yeah.
Radio and shit. And I'm just like, that's insane, bro. It's insane. I don't know. I just want that shit over here.
I fuck with it, dude. DMB, man.
I want 2 Chainz on a DMB track, bro. That's what I want. Like, dead ass, that's what I want, dog.
Bro, I'm surprised SoCal at this point doesn't have a dedicated EDM, like, FM radio station that I know of.
That's true. Like, we have to rely on Sirius XM.
Radio station, I don't know who's
you
like...
You said FM?
FM,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, no, you're right. FM.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I had to make that distinction.
There's some AMs out here, fam.
Oh, for real?
Really?
No, I didn't know
I don't even listen to radio. I don't even know that.
The one that we've had a few people go to that radio station. The one Alien Crusader and Skittles had went on to.
That's the AM?
Yeah,
with that one guy that he's like a radio person, right?
Yeah, he's an AM.
That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
He said like Sammy Wild and like
a few people. Out there, like, and it's all bass music for the most part.
That's cool shit.
Honestly, a real one, bro, because I can't think of any other like radio music supervisor or like radio host that like uses their platform to put on that.
Sirius XM. I mean, if you count
Sirius,
radio, you feel me? Sirius has
it's internet radio. I feel like.
I mean, for sure they've always had their fucking channels.
Yeah. Why don't you think there's an FM or just EDM?
I don't know. That's a good ass question, bro.
And then how do you
feel like they probably don't want to like influence the culture? I don't know.
I think it's too late to invest into a radio FM channel.
Like, think about it. Like, we used to have like EDC out here, but they took it out
Do you
like
think people
the
want to listen
reasons.
to EDM at 8 o'clock in the morning?
I would, bro. I'll send that shit.
Well, dude, I remember back then when I was a teenager, I would wait until 2 a.m. for Pro Tools.
Dude, same.
So I believe,
on Power 106.
So I believe that there is still a market of people that would like tune in.
They'll go off
to know what the local taste is for EDM, bro. Because that was one of the reasons why I would pop into Pro Tools. Like, okay, I want to know what SoCal's on when it comes to EDM.
They would have actually like EDM DJs hop on sometimes.
Yeah, they would have Swedish. Yeah, they have a fuckload of fucking people. I know Swedish Eagle was like the host of it. They'd have like guest ass.
They would have guest DJs.
I remember the one that I tuned in for. Was the DJ. The fucking I forgot his name. Alex Dreams. The Alex Dream ones was sick. I forgot what other one that they had. Yeah, Power Tools.
Power Tools was lit. I'm not gonna lie.
They only have like dedicated like 2, 3, 4 hour like sections for EDM, and then after that was like
I would always look forward to that shit. That and their 5 p.m. mix.
Yeah, listen to Tempo FM, dog.
But I was just thinking about that right now.
Really,
dude. You know what I was thinking too? I was like, why don't these guys do like guest shit, like mixes or whatnot too? Like that would be cool.
Yeah,
we do live.
That would be cool. Or you guys are starting to stream now? Yeah. Live mixes, live sessions, like get people more like involved.
Well, we actually had a person. Well, we have a live set that's up, and they just told me that because of the live set, they got booked for like.
Oh shit.
So support.
Carlos, where you do it at the low end, huh?
Yeah, when Carlos hosts the low end shows, he'll record like some of the sets and shit like that, and then we'll upload them on the channel.
Yeah, I see that shit.
But no, you're right. Have you seen we were just watching this earlier, the club studio sessions that happen in Denver? It's like a white background, and they have people pull up.
Yeah, and they're like chopping and shit. Yeah.
Bro, their shit's been going on right now. But and the thing is, like, we started doing that, but like, all right, this is just a me personal type of thing. I'm kind of picky.
Yeah.
Not just picky, but like, I would want, if I like say I invited you over, I'd want you to like DJ on some CDJs, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't have a pair of CDJs. Homie don't have a pair of CDJs, so like
that's true.
That's like a struggle.
That's also true, yeah.
And like, you know, like that investment is an investment, you feel me? But no, that's something definitely that like we should be doing. We should be doing for sure. And like,
I mean, it just sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
Bro, radio station right now in my ears sounding like really dope.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, no, it does. I don't even want to like think of like. I'm just thinking of how do you make money on a radio station?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think that's the reason why I don't think there has. Well, I don't think that's the reason why they're. Yeah, because most of the ad placements that's like happening is not in radio no more. Or a lot of the ad companies are not putting their budgets into radio stations, like traditional radio stations, because like realistically, the music consumption is coming from paid subscriptions. Like
and you have to pay for the station, and you have to pay for the radio antenna.
Yeah, that's why I think it's too late. Like it's time.
I don't think it's too.
It's just internet streaming.
To operate.
I think that's the way. It's just internet streaming. You could get like the internet stations and shit.
I mean, who knows? Like in this climate, I mean, we'll see.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's really thought of a FM EDM.
Yeah, that's it.
SoCal. I mean, SoCal specifically. Like, I don't know if there's any other like. I'd like to know if there's any other SoCal like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have to go pee real quick.
I know, bro. We'll keep talking, bro.
For sure. Like, I know you could buy into AM radio stations. Like, you could buy time on AM. You feel me? You could buy a station for a certain amount of time because there's a lot of blank AM stations and shit like that in certain regions of the country and whatnot. But like I said, you have to pay to connect to the antenna. And that's the only thing, like, that you have to, like, think about, like, okay, well, how much is that yearly or whatever the case may be? And then how do we make this profitable? You feel me? I don't even know if you can play yearly. You feel me? Like, it's just shit like that, like, bro, this shit sounds so dope for us to do. You feel me? Like, I think we could do it. If anyone could do a fucking radio station, like, it could definitely be us. You feel me? Like, there's ways of us getting around us having to be there at all times and type shit. Like, we have the catalog to just be playing shit at all time. You feel me? Like, it's possible,
bro. I'm thinking about there's outside of Lucid Temple, bro. But I'm thinking about starting like a silent like YouTube 24/7 channel. Cause I know how to do that shit, bro. It's literally just running a 24 like a playlist. Yeah, so like this is just like thinking about this is just like music revenue that I've been like just like trying to stack up on, like, cause like I've been like on YouTube. I'm seeing like, damn, like I'm trying to figure out like why there's so many of these like live like music like 24/7 channel. I'm like, I'm starting to like dissect of like the motivating factors as to why, and like I'm like, okay, like this could be good, and like there's just so many things that like you could just like do for like
It's
particularly
literally,
for your
bro,
brand too, like
just
it's crazy.
curating a mix and being able to transition it like on live, and that's it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
you
and
feel
like
me?
except we don't even like there. It could be set up to where you don't necessarily really gotta be there. Like
No,
you,
bro, it will
you just set it
transition
post.
15 seconds and then 15. You feel me? And that's it. And like a lot of people just like hearing that when they're like listening or like doing